Hello everyone, if you're new to the channel, my name is Childish, and I like collecting video games, hardware, and all sorts of little doodads. If you've seen my channel before, you probably know that I'm a pretty big handheld gamer. I just went and got myself a modded GBA. Now I know technically the Game Boy Advance SP with the little clamshell one is probably the more popular pick, and really that's what I have a lot of nostalgia for. That's what I grew up playing, but something about this little form factor, I love it so much. Now the SP is probably the safer option of the two, because this one doesn't have any type of cover to go over it. But realistically, I have a case to put it in, I have a bag to throw the case in. I don't really see myself taking this out of the house very much. I mean, it's just so nice and sleek. Now I didn't go and mod this myself. I was actually considering doing that for a video here on the channel. And maybe I can go ahead and mod the other GBA for if I ever have like a YouTube membership thing going on later on in the future. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But with that said, and the knowledge that I didn't mod this myself, I did know that I wanted a GBA like this in my collection. I wanted to go for the all black look, and I just love how sleek it looks. All of my Nintendo devices are kind of all black, so I just wanted it to match the other ones. Now if you didn't know, the original Game Boy Advance didn't come with a backlit screen, which means you have to hold the screen up against the light to be able to see what's going on. And that just didn't seem like it was for me. I decided to get the version 5 IPS LCD screen, and that's what we have here. I even decided to splurge a little bit and get some audio amplifiers, because my friends started playing the other Game Boy that I have, and I realized that the speakers just weren't going to do it for me. Another big modification that I decided to make was I took out what used to be the battery pack and exchanged it with a USB-C battery pack. So now my old school Game Boy charges with a brand new USB-C cable. Now I went ahead and spent a good little bit of money on this, and this is definitely an around the house Game Boy Advance or like a display piece. Now again, I didn't mod this, but it's to my understanding that the big deal with the version 5 IPS screen is that it's solderless. You're kind of just able to drop it right into the shell. And also, to my understanding, these shells are made specifically for these IPS screens. This screen is not going to fit inside of an original GBA shell, and you're going to need these custom shells to go with it. Now I do kind of want to talk about why I decided to get this modded GBA. I think modding the GBA is super cool. There's nothing that I can play on here that I can't really just play on my Steam Deck, but something about having this like original hardware kind of beefed up feels very cool to me. It's a very nostalgic thing for me, and ever since I got it, I've decided to play through Pokemon Emerald again. And I'm doing a shiny run where I have to catch a shiny Pokemon before each gym. A nice quality of life feature that this has, you can change the display settings and add things like scan lines, and you can change the brightness. I haven't found a lot of use for this yet. I kind of just leave it at the default settings because I like playing the games the way that they were. As far as some quality of life features go, I wish that they would add just a couple of things. Something I've noticed from adding this USB-C battery pack, the light that indicates the power stays green now. I haven't seen it turn red once since I got my Game Boy Advance. I don't know if that was a manufacturing error or if that was just a me thing, but it doesn't turn red. So I have to be weary of whenever my Game Boy is going to die and just kind of leave it on the charger if I think it's close. Another thing that's kind of annoying, but not the biggest deal I guess, is there's kind of like this rattling. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's kind of like a rattling going on inside of my Game Boy Advance, and I just wish there wasn't. Now I did get this to add on to my physical collection, but you know, there's just some Game Boy games out there that are too rare or too unique that I might not be able to find them, or they might be a little bit out of my price range. And it's a modded Game Boy Advance, so I feel like it's only right to mod some games on there. I plan on getting an R4 style card for my Game Boy Advance and dumping some games on there that I can just play. It would also be nice to not have to lug around all of my physical games and maybe possibly lose some. Now all in all, this modded GBA costed me somewhere around $250 before shipping. I got it from, I want to say Retro Replay. I'll have to leave the name somewhere around here if I remember it whenever I'm editing the video. But yeah guys, this has been my video. Let me know what kind of retro tech you guys are into, what you guys are collecting and want to see more of in the future. And comment down below and let me know what was your favorite game on the Game Boy Advance.